Welcome to my idea. I know this has actually been bugging me for a little bit. Trying to figure out how to gain three right-hand switches, without having to buy any right now. I know I'm gonna have to buy some eventually, but right now I just don't really want to. It involves a little bit of work, and as much as I didn't want to do work, just buying the switches would have been fantastic. The Y and city area in particular seemed to step outside of my less is more, and I don't like the way the Y and my little switching lead are kind of mimicking each other. It's fine, yeah. I probably This makes zero sense to everybody else, but this is bugging me. I'm going to actually pull, as you can see here, this left hand switch back closer to the station, extend my little switching lead, but the switching lead is now going to become the Y. So I'm getting rid of the inner leg of the Y along the switching lead, as well as the right hand switch is what I'm gaining out of this. Actually, two right hand switches, one to complete my main line, as well as the right hand switch that goes off into the little industrial area at the moment. I'll replace the right hand with two left hands, so I can still have two customers within the Y area. I'll show you where I got my other switch from in a little bit, but while I'm working on the siding and the Y, I'm also extending it, and I'll show you that in a minute as well. Just for the simple fact that if I build a train in my yard, track one, for example, I don't have enough room in the siding to hold that train, so that seems kind of silly to me to have a track to build a train in, and then there's no other track that fits it. So bare minimum, the siding will hold the train in track one for switching wave freight, or whatever it may be. So let's keep working here. All right, so it's a bit of a disaster now, but it is going along fairly well. Just having uh, track come up, come apart. Some, like the switches, for example, I don't try to like super glue my track down, because this is what happens. I have it set kind of in stone, um, run some trains for a while, and then I don't like something, so pull it apart. And I mean, it kind of works because I need these right hand switches anyways, so it gives me a good excuse to mm, go back and do a revision of my track work. So I want to get the main line operational again here, though. That's kind of the main objective today. Just going to redo my curve on the Y, but I will show you two of the spots here that I've worked on, or I am working on. So let's take a peek here. First is the other end of the siding. So I've already gone ahead, removed the switch. All I'm doing here is pulling the switch back one length. So it's about 9 inches, I believe. I don't think that's too over the top. It's still a really small siding, but this goes with my track one size anyways. It's a little bit closer. I was just, kind of experimenting with running trains, and not saying that wave freight would be necessarily that long to fill up the siding, but maybe it's a busy day one day. Or maybe I do have a short train and I can utilize the siding. Over my elevator slash stockyard area, this was the other switch that I needed. I needed this right hand switch, and I figured this would be the best spot to steal one from. I'd thought about trying to take one from the elevator tracks, but that would have been way too much work. So I will unfortunately have to put this track right up against the main line. I don't think I have enough room now moving it to do what I wanted to do. So this might turn into an implement dealer of some sort where I'm unloading tractors, attachments, combines, whatever you can imagine, little bulldozer kind of thing. Um, Typically found within this era of the prairies. So I do still want to run a stockyard somewhere. I just have to figure out how the heck I'm going to work this all in now. So I don't know. It might still work, but I got to get this track moved. This is the only way I can think of getting a couple switches in. So to replace in the yard. So this was super easy. I just popped the switch in and out, and I don't have to change any of the wiring or anything. Just got to move this this customer track over and call it good. Well, that's all I have for you this week. I'm gonna keep working away at this. I kind of had some time to mess around with the top end of the Y there. I'll show you guys quick. It's a little bit of a disaster down here, but I do like where this is going. It's nice and straight. No weird curves or anything in it, as you can see from the old glue marks how it was kind of before. No, I'm really happy with how this is turning out, and I actually gained a little bit of space in my customer spurs. I'm not sure how exactly I'll lay the town out yet, but still lots of time to figure that out, and I'll have to expand. I know we've been talking a lot about expansion lately, but I do need to add a little chunk at the end along with the backdrop. So is what it is. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Until next time, take her easy.